Hello everybody, welcome to the CCL Season 49 first round matchup between Kinroth and his High Elves, who were top High Elves, and Scytalen and his Lizardmen. In the booth with me is Purple Chest and Dimmy G. Hello!
Hello.
Hello.
And right from the off, we've got all sorts of exciting things going on. The Lizards setting in this very, very aggressive V formation, not really allowing any hits on the line of scrimmage. But the Elves do have the answer, which is a strength 4 elf. Yes, a strength 4 elf. Filthy, blodging strength 4 elf. Nothing else on it, though. No tackle to take on the skinks, no mighty blow anywhere on this high elf team, and indeed no guard. It's nearly, isn't it? It's nearly.
Yeah, he's got the sprint, move 9 sprint, sidestep, so like, you know, almost a one-turner.
Yeah, nearly.
Well, I mean, it's quite good for him that he's drawn rookie lizards. So
he's got a tackle blodge step, but it didn't manage a doubles for mighty blow. He's got some sidestep guard, some sidestep tackle. Sidestep dodge, and some wrestle, but it isn't much rackle. It isn't much Rodge even. It's just it could have done 10 more games really, and a few more skills, but. It's nice it is injury-free. It does have a couple of stat ups. I just think it lacks a little bit of agency here.
Yeah. That was the problem that I ran into with my High Elves, lack of agency. Yeah, it's a problem they face. They need stat ups and guards and stat ups and stat ups.
That said, these Saurai are unfussy, I think is one way of putting it, or completely terrible would be the other.
Yes, completely terrible, yeah. They're down a bunch of TV. They've got Silly Billy, and
who's instantly the best Saurus on the pitch,
yeah.
Which is interesting, isn't it? You sort of want him to be one of your best 3 or 4, but not instantly the best by a mile.
Yeah. All my good elves died. To be fair, I did get like stat ups and doubles, but then they all died. I got move bust and everything, and it just ended up there.
I mean, there are 2 Saurus. They've both got tackle, which is quite interesting for them. One is block mighty blow tackle, the other is block guard tackle. I think if I already had 1 tackle, the other one might be a break tackle for me. If I only had 2 good Sauruses.
He might have just had the skill up pending,
yes.
Right, and chose tackle because he was facing High Elves.
Because he was facing Elves.
Yeah,
and also he might have had
anyway.
other good Sauruses who all died.
He did have the skill pending. There you go. See, clever Jim. Not able to pay attention to the match, but luckily, yeah, the plus strength only lasted 2 games. Yeah, it was tragic. I mean, the plus strength, the guy could have made the team good.
Okay, so he had 2 to pick, and he took tackle on the Saurus to give him 2 effective elf killers, and diving tackle on his skink, which it could pay off.
Yeah.
Elves only managed to dodge away from that 50% of the time, or 75% with dodge.
Yeah. And he could use it in tandem with the tackle, can't he, and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, you can put it in places to make things more complex. Plus, I mean, elves can get away from it, but they're not going to want to try.
Yeah, so you can use them to back up the crocs and use them to back up the tackler, and
yeah,
it's not terrible. And you know that this is your chalice, right? That this is the thing, like Singolo wanted to win the whole thing. Scytalen just wants to get past the first round, pretty much, right?
Yeah, it's interesting he fielded the loner skink and not the sidestepper. I know it's like, oh, that's my 1 turn.
Yeah, and just
it also might be so he can put a foul in if he thinks he gets a shot at the strength 4, for example. Removing the strength 4 would change the 1 turner. Removing either of those 2 good elves would really change this match. Now we're seeing a similar thing here, Jim, to what we saw in Dimmy's game, aren't we? Where you've got the withdrawing offence, but doing it somewhat slowly while staying in range.
Yeah.
You weren't a fan then. Any more of a fan this time round? I mean, the High Elves are more of a brawling team.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still not a fan, but his team is so much better that it works better, doesn't it? Like, that's the thing. His team, like, he's so far ahead of these Lizardmen.
Yeah.
That he's unlikely to get punished the way poor old Dimrath was.
Poor
He
Dim.
certainly was a little.
And there's no dirty player on this Lizardman team.
And you can
Well,
two.
hence I wondered if the loner skink was on for that very reason.
You can
Yeah,
two away,
maybe.
can't he? Like, you can two away, that's the thing. Dimmy couldn't two away, so once he got all based up, he was in a whole lot of trouble. Whereas he can base everything up here and he's still not in that much trouble, right?
No.
I think he's just keeping the sidestep skink off for the one-turner, but there are a few. How many sidestepping elves are there? 2?
I think it's that it's his ball carrier, right? So he wants to have his ball carrier for the second half. A lot of people do that, don't they? Somebody was it Singolo? I think benched his tackler for the first half because it's short hands, so he wants to be able to pick up ball with short hands.
He's left it open. Oh, there we go.
Also makes a lot of sense with Singolo's style. I mean, his team was built beautifully for a Chaos team, but also built, as most Singolo teams are, completely interchangeable pieces where you can just throw everything into any problem and it'll more or less do the same job. And your ball carrier, of course, you don't want to do that with, so that sort of defeats how he plays.
Yeah.
The riot's pretty good for Kinroth as well. It gives him another turn that's just burned without.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again, that strength 4 elf, absolutely the master of these rookie Sauruses. Just needs a single assist, of course, and then it's a 75% for a knockdown.
I bet Kinroth's loving this. The block guy on the mighty blow tackle. Keeping him busy. That was you've got to say that's a failing of Scytalen. He had to keep this guy.
Yep.
Relevant, punching good players that he uses his tackle on. Like this.
Well, he needs rescuing, frankly. He needs rescuing. You need to send something crap up there to take the block off. That tackle mighty blow needs to be doing proper work, and it just isn't right now.
God, I love the high elf sound effects.
But of course, at the same time, he does have to put effort into monstering this cage and trying to get something that has a plausibility of failing going on.
Well, he's rescued himself. He's rescued himself by killing this guy.
I was going to say, don't follow up and put a skink on it, but
I'm sure that was the plan, but it worked out even better. Oh, blockless block.
Faced another Orc mirror yesterday, and they re-rolled their loner fail 3 times, and every single time the re-roll worked. Not that I noticed.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Barely even bothered me.
Oh man.
I re-rolled.
Well, who needs mighty blow
when
when you can just stun AV9 with casually just popping it?
Oh, gotta use a reroll. Tackle doing a thing, but not backed up by diving tackle or the Crocs, but he double ones anyway and casts himself. Instant apple.
No.
Oh, yeah, has to be, surely.
Yeah.
These.
Still, that's the Apo gone.
Wow. And now, maybe 2D on the ball.
Yeah, that does free up the tackler to come and monster the back of this.
It's got to pow him.
The other tackler can advance where it needs to be. There's all sorts of sexy stuff going on here.
Oh, this was terrible.
Yeah, that wasn't good. This is, this doesn't... These are not the plans we're looking for.
No. Like, I don't know what the right play was, because it's pretty instant.
Yeah,
right? But in 2 minutes, you've got to look and do something better than that. You could move somebody there so that you can chain this guy forward because you've got grab. Or you
also then had to follow that one up to keep that elf down and not providing an instant standing up assist on that Saurus. I mean, there's ways this works, but it almost certainly doesn't.
I think you have to come up with something better.
However, he is going to force him in with 2 turns and some skinks. It's not impossible that works out.
Oh, God.
Oh.
He's not stalling this, surely.
No, he's going to struggle to stall, isn't he? Maybe you could come over here.
I think he's just trying to, just kill a couple of skinks and score.
He could have. What he could have done is maybe like go through here, right, and get these two up.
Yeah. Yeah, for a midfield box, exactly there. Yeah.
But now it might be. Oh, he's just going to tag the Saurus and stall. And
Well, having killed all the skinks, that seems to work, doesn't it?
Well, 5+ dodge can surely work.
It can, and particularly in the first half when rerolls are so disposable. Even on a 1 day, I'm still hitting that all day.
Yeah, making it a one really helps too.
Yeah, it does.
Like Winona Ryder, given half a chance, I'm hitting it all day.
Hey.
Now, we could even get in and cancel the assist we're dodging off, can't we? We must have a Saurus or Skink that can get up there.
Maybe Scytalen.
4, 5, 6,
He's got
7.
a GFI.
Yeah, 1 GFI if we knock the
Yep.
wrestler off with the Saurus further away.
And he makes
Oh,
the
he
dodge,
made it!
and he gets the power.
Brilliant.
On break.
Well, that's deserved because that was a terrible, terrible stall. The dominant position. Ah, Elves.
Absolute comedy mega.
I mean, the problem is if you score that turn, then he can 2-turn you, can't he? So,
Yeah, I think that stall is okay.
So it's,
But yeah, it could have probably been a bit better.
yeah. I don't know how it'd be better because I'd have to watch the game, but you know.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and watch that.
I'd have to actually pay attention to the match.
Well, I do think from a dominant position, the High Elves have screwed that up.
It seems that way a little bit. I mean, they are Lizardmen, though, aren't they? So, like, it's, you know.
Yeah, Lizardmen are incredibly strong, incredibly fast, really, really difficult to stay on top of.
Oh,
But
no.
I still think he had the space up this flank. It just... That stall never looked safe that turn. And as you said, it was only a 5+.
Oh,
Particularly if
wow.
you throw a reroll at it, reasonably good odds.
What? Now it's 4.
That's just not good.
So 4, 3,
What?
2.
Maybe pass it to
Why are
somebody,
you doing
he'd
these
go
things?
back and hand off or something.
That's terrible.
Wow. It's still a
Okay,
game.
well, of all the available options, I didn't like that one at all. And it didn't work.
I picked the wrong turn to pay attention to, didn't I?
Yeah, this was. I mean, it was tough.
Yeah, it was a bit tough, yeah. Especially when he makes the 5+ dodge.
Silly Billy's got a
Yes.
guard, right? So it's really hard to go the other way.
I mean, a 3-4-2 out to the left.
No, it would have been a 4-3-2, wouldn't it?
Still, that's what I would throw something at, not trying to move a stand firm. And then sneak down that edge. I didn't like the look of that. But you're right, there weren't any good plans, Kinroth. I'm not saying there were.
I don't mind the 5+ first, and then once that fails, then I'll probably try the 4-3-2. So if he gets it on the 5+, then it's a couple of GFIs.
Still, I mean, the Elves certainly have the pace to get a hold of what remains of the skink pack. So we're still very much game on.
Yep. If you want to know what I would do, you can pay for a coaching session and I'll pay attention to the game.
I doubt it.
Or I'll put one on at about 12:30 when Jimmy's bored and he'll come and give you all sorts of free coaching. Yeah, I get that, Kinroth, and you just don't want to give Lizards 2 turns. They can go anywhere they want with all their ridiculous amount of strength and pace.
Yeah.
Almost like they have no inbuilt weakness.
Yeah, I mean, I would have definitely stalled it. I would have definitely tried to stall it.
Yeah.
Was there a better way to stall it?
I think
Probably.
Jimmy's right in that the cut back to the middle was on in that turn. It did mean, perhaps needing 5 2+s to get there, but once you were up in terms of position and numbers and things, cutting back into the middle with any amount of 5 Elves does it. And then suddenly from there you've got all sorts of agency to head to one corner or the other. I think that would have helped out. I'd have to have a really look at that tight end again to see how I'd have tried to get out of it. But you were in an incredibly tough spot.
Yeah, for sure, it wasn't easy.
Ooh.
And this is the thing, isn't it? It's very rarely as simple as that was terrible. It's mostly just like, ooh, surely there was a better play. But like when you're watching a replay, you haven't got even the 2 minutes right that they've got, which isn't well, it's 3 minutes, isn't it? But 3 minutes isn't always going to be, people aren't always going to find the best play in 3 minutes, are they?
I'm surprised the Saurus on the right isn't one more square to the right, to be fair.
It does make it quite hard to put the assists in, Dim, of course, because remember there's no guard at all on the High Elf team.
No, I just think he can get round and hit the skink now, like whereas.
Yes, but it itself is being slightly protected by the other Saurus, whereas if it was one further away, it wouldn't be. If you see what I mean.
Well, he's got a strength 4 guy, hasn't
he? Yeah, true. Which utterly negates it, and hence he just has used a single assist. But I think that's why the shape is there in his head, which is what you had originally asked. I felt.
No, I just thought like I probably would have put him one square to that because I thought he was going to go with the blitzer and.
I think you're right. I think wider is better, but he'd still have come through it the same way.
That is super brave, especially with that tackle
this
mighty
is
blow.
all sorts of problems.
Oh! Has to put the reroll in.
Yeah.
Has to. That's how he's keeping everything safe, isn't it?
Yeah. But I mean, there's still this one that can.
Yeah, you can.
You can. Yeah.
Oh, this is a lot of pressure.
But not if he brings all the elves. You don't.
Yeah, this is a lot of pressure.
This is beautiful. This is how you play elves. You give it a sniff and you absolutely rip it off and take it home and put it in your trophy drawer.
You can still free this tackle, but
if you stayed with that analogy, you're a bad person.
Oh, okay. So no, I don't like this. I don't like this. I think you block here, right, and then you 3D with the Crocs.
Yeah, having failed to score, you had to do this, and I thought this was a beautiful attack, a full-on assault. I'd have come with the other elves, but. And why are you attacking forward so much? But I guess you felt you had to.
Okay, so as it happened,
that's nice. Yeah.
And it means he's got guard for this hit, but it's on a stepper.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I'd have bounced it.
Yeah, interesting.
I think there were enough places they could have gone to which would have been harder for him to get to than now pick up in one tackle zone. I think I'd have bounced it.
Yeah, I didn't like that one so much.
Now I'd definitely bounce it.
Where's he going with
no, you've got to bounce it.
Foul that catcher.
Because that. I would have bounced it the first time, and I would definitely have bounced it the second time.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't have bounced it the first time because it was Silly Billy.
Ah yes, because of his grab. Okay, well I'd have bounced it the second time when I went down. I should be paying attention.
Wow, he's got away with that as well.
Yeah, didn't he?
Didn't he just?
Instant 2D on the ball.
Got away with that as well.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Kinroth got away with this, with his one turner getting instantly smashed.
Has Kinroth got one reroll for the rest of this game?
He does, yeah.
He does.
That's pretty
He's
terrifying.
in a bit of a pickle.
He'll just have to do nothing wrong.
It's pretty bad against 2 tackles and a tail and 2 diving tackles.
Yeah, it's awful. But I still massively respect that while he's got elves and had rerolls, he came for that ball as aggressively as he did. I thought that was the right option.
Yeah. Now Scytalen has to absolutely massively just try and get the ball safe right up around here.
Yep.
Get everything.
Yeah. I don't know why that lizard doesn't move. Where's he going?
Oof. I like that so you don't have to activate the Crocs.
What, and he can move the skink? Oh, he can't move him 1 square to the left.
I think he might. Oh, no, I'm completely wrong. That is not where I thought he was going to go.
Okay, no. He's bamboozling me a bit, but this works.
Yeah,
doesn't
he's bamboozling
Okay,
me.
okay. This is fine. The skinks are gonna. Yeah, the
Let's make
Frusaurus, and
one
then
more.
any one skink, not one in 90, and it's all fine.
Oh, well, he does the block, so now he's got to do
Ooh,
2
what are
1
you?
out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was. Yeah,
That's not good.
that was asking a lot.
Well, you completely deserve that.
Yeah.
And he, like, that Crocs could be 1 square to the right, the Saurus could be 1 square to the right, and then at least he's got Silly Billy, like, doing something there as
Yes.
well, right?
Yeah. He's got everything there, right? If they
Yeah.
all move 1, then he's got a double cage corner, so it's invincible.
Plus, you actually didn't need to be as engaged with the elves up ahead of you as you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of that was choice, and I agree with Jimmy. My goal would be simple. I'm not quite stabilised yet. I need to stabilise more.
Yeah, I
I need
think.
to get everything into one big pack, protecting the ball, and then that drives forwards through the dead elves.
Yeah. Yeah, that was absolutely the target that turn. Yeah, just absolute stabilisation above all else. But he's getting away with it, isn't he? He's getting away with it. It's still at that kind of horrible stage where you're on the verge of just getting the ball, getting your ball taken away by the elves. So you just
Why do you
Yeah.
follow?
Right.
I guess he wants to keep this show forward. So.
Why is he not
What is-
blitzing this tackle? This bloody catch?
He was trying to free up the diving tackles, and something's got to pick up the damn ball.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
And again, from a reasonably safe spot, runs away again. This is getting repetitive. Stop running into dangerous places when you've got the ball, little skinks. It's not helping you.
Oh, don't activate that. Yeah,
Well, this
there we
is
go.
okay.
There we
Well,
got there. We got there.
in the end, we got there. But
Yeah. But we've still got disconnected a little bit, haven't we? We've got the 2 best Saurus, right? Silly Billy and the tackle. I guess maybe this guy's better than Silly
I
Billy.
was going to say, if I was the high elves, I'm coming in here. It's a 5+ for a 2 die.
Oh, and he rerolls.
Oh, now you can't though.
It's got no rerolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got no rules at all.
I guess he was.
It's still a 55% because you've still got dodge.
Dodge.
Yeah,
So
gets
it
in.
actually hasn't changed this except the hit.
Oh
Tackle.
god.
So he gets in, tackle on the skink, kills it.
Yep.
Jobs are good.
Oh man.
Standard
Lovely.
Reddit tactics.
Well, he's read the very fine advice on how to be lucky.
I was gonna
Covers
say,
such things as
I got
cage
to
diving.
rethink my whole reroll strategy and just roll them all the time.
Well, look, it's still
certainly an argument.
lovely foul, absolutely beautiful.
Is that the last?
It didn't
skink, is
work,
it?
but that's the last skink. So remove that,
Yeah.
and surely you're at least going to overtime. No, 55% to get into the cage, Dimmy, and then 75% to down the ball carrier. So that wasn't even that lucky.
No, I know. What I was commenting on was the fact that he used 2 rerolls in his first 2 turns, and then obviously he used the reroll on the dub skull there.
Yeah.
And I just don't know.
Which is why when people see me overcooking cages with the more than the standard 5, but perhaps a couple of others on the inside of it, is to reduce those 5+, which even with tackle on the corners are still.
Yeah.
They're a
pretty-
reroll at it, still 55% to get in there.
But if he fails that, then the lizards look good from that position. I think.
Why
Like,
did
you
he do
think-
that? Oh, I guess if he fell, he
They
wouldn't
look
scatter.
pretty good anyway.
You think the high elves are out of rerolls, and then
That was- Yeah, didn't that just cost him a space? I mean,
Yeah, but if
feel like
he failed, he
use
wouldn't
it.
have scattered it, and he didn't want to fail and scatter it.
Right,
It was
I
in 2
see.
tackles,
So
wasn't
yeah, failing the dodge would have not scattered it. No, that was good because it stayed in the tail. Yeah, makes sense.
it? Oh,
it's got no-
doesn't power him.
It's got
Well,
no reroll.
and no reroll.
Mm.
See, Dimmy, you should have thought that.
Just don't get powered. Pretty good strategy.
It's been a weird game, isn't it? It's been a weird game. It's
Yeah.
it's more of a game than it looked like it was going to be at one point, and then it's
Definitely, the lizard defense was really hot, but then lizard defense, it is. They've got strength 4 pieces that can move 6 before they do go for it.
Lizards are just a weird team, aren't they? They're like a
Yeah.
weird team, and it's
Yeah,
funny because we've done for the benefit of YouTube, if you haven't watched it or whatever. We've just done the Chaos versus Lizards, and now it's Elves versus Lizards. And both ones like are horrible matchups for Lizards, right? You know, getting clawed and having Edge 4 guys dodging around and hitting your Strength 2 ball carriers, but they're still not that bad because you're still Lizards and you're still like just a fundamentally ridiculous team, and things can still go well for you.
Right, and we've got our guard covering the ball now, so that's nice. Not on the corner that we've left half open, but it's there. It's around.
Yeah, it's around.
And that corner is covered by other things, so it's probably all right.
Here we go. Another removal. Oh my god!
And then there was one.
Every time a skink's hit, it's getting cast without any mighty blow. Just everyone's just like he's knocked over skinks like literally about 3 times and just cast them every time.
I'm coming to the conclusion that someone should write an article about this and how hitting the skinks might be a good strategy against lizards. People are always looking for Blood Bowl tactics advice. That's pretty sound.
Yeah, when it goes like this, it's a fucking great tactic. Like, it really is. Like, you know, that's the thing. They're so brittle. They're so, like, lizards are so weird. They're so powerful and so brittle. It's like, it's just bizarre. If you don't like it, you can sub.
Sideline case,
yeah, it probably is going to be a sideline. That's why he's got his sidestepper, that's why he benched him, right? So he'd have his ball carrier in the second half.
Away Kinroth, I would have, I mean, once the reroll was burnt, I still thought you should have gone for it, but as you heard, I would have gone for it long before that with the reroll.
Yeah.
Because the 75% to take that ball down was just too tempting. 55% to get there, it's impossible not to do that.
Can't hit him, sidestep. You've got to block him, right? Making him roll a 2+ is not worth it. I don't think you block him.
No, this is even sexier, isn't it? Because this is a 4+ to have 2 dice on him, as long as you cancel the Saurus behind.
Yeah.
Oh, what, by coming round the back?
Come round the back, Dim.
He's not coming around the back.
Slip it in from behind with your tackler. That's what I would do. No, this is, no, I wouldn't do this.
I don't know. I think this is pretty strong. I mean, this is very strong. More conservative, but I mean, it's very.
It is more conservative, but it should work. Except I watched the Andy Davo game.
No, I was gonna say, like, he obviously did watch Andy Davo versus Agradius, because
he just needs any one hole, and the skink will still score.
Well, there isn't one at the moment, is there?
There isn't at the moment. No, I'm spotting that. I'm trying to see how I'd make one. It's not easy.
It's not easy. No, I think this is very strong.
Okay, yes, I see where I'd make it.
Just got to roll a few powers here.
Yeah.
One side step. What's he doing here?
He's covering his arse because he thinks the ball might go disappeared, and then he doesn't want these blooming high elves winning before overtime, Dimmy. So everyone not involved in trying to get this ball to have a route.
So what? We just red dice the Roger. Blitz through the red. We
blitz through the sidestep.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because he can sidestep there, can't he? Can he just stop you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he can just stop you. Yeah, you have to blitz through. You have to blitz through the rest of them. Because the sidestepper could just stop you, right?
Oh, and he doesn't reroll. Yeah.
So you just needed a push and then the double dodge.
Oh, and he caught it.
Oh, why was he just going to count the score?
Which is why we double tagged all those high elves, didn't we? Is we're hoping to stop them receiving this ball. We thought there's a good chance the elves ended up with.
Like, do you re-roll that? Probably not, yeah, I guess.
Probably not.
It's pretty brutal, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the fact that they just catch it. That's... oh, of course, Scytalen.
Oh, God.
It was a 3 out of 4 catch.
Tackle.
Followed by a 3-2 out.
But tackle
He's not got a reroll either, is he?
No.
I imagine
The fact that he had no reroll makes me re-roll it less, right? The uphill. I think if he's got a
Yeah.
re-roll, then you have to re-roll it because you're going to lose if you don't make it. But there, I think you can hope that he fails one of the dice rolls he's got to do if you fail. Whereas I think if he's got a re-roll,
Catch there was
it's
more
not as
likely than that first dodge because the catch, of course, is a 1 in 4 fail. Whereas the first dodge out was a 1 in 3 fail. And that's how maths works.
And the Lizards win the toss.
So you take a 1 in 4, 1 in 3, 1 in 2 to win, and that's what he had. So Lizards, short skinks, but long on power. The thing you
He's
desperately
got one
want to hear is
skink,
touchback.
hasn't he?
He's
Yeah,
got one
skink.
skink. Yeah, every time a skink was hit, it was removed basically. So it's, I mean,
Man.
it's pretty shit for him right now.
But he's still got all 7 of the Sauruses and a Crops.
Yeah.
So there's 8 towers of power protecting this one little skink.
Too sweet to be sour, funky like a monkey. Ooh yeah.
And he only really needs to get like 3 squares into the elf half, though, doesn't he?
Mm.
And he needs to get one skink dead.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. How
Where's
was
the
that? Oh, and that's
While
a
he doesn't
deep
have
kick.
rerolls, he does have blodge, which you can always try things on a 3, 3, 2, 2, 3. It's still fine. So
That's
interesting,
good.
interesting position.
Yeah, it's not over. The fact that the Elves haven't got a reroll, but like I still think it looks pretty favourable to the Elves.
The elves or the lizards?
To the Elves. I'd rather be the Elves right now.
Despite not having the ball, Jim.
Yeah. He's only got a skink and 9
Yeah.
players.
Yeah, it's just the number of blodge that means that even without rerolls, you've got the ability to do things.
Like, I think it's close, but I think I would still rather be right now. Okay, maybe it's a little less now.
I don't know, Jim.
A little less now. No, I'd rather be the.
No, that's not hurt anything you massively care about. It's fine.
It's still.
But
just
yeah,
numbers count.
lose say 2 more, and ooh, I don't know. I actually like going into overtime like this. I'm really not sure how this is going to end up. I agree with Jim. I slightly favour the elves here, weirdly, despite not having the ball. Even with the skink picking up. But then look at that. They've got enough Sauruses to just be across the field.
Yeah. It's tricky, isn't it? Like, I mean, if the Lizards had 2 more skinks, then I'm 100% taking the Lizards, you know? Like, 100%.
But can they really keep that skink safe from just one shot? And that seems to be all it's going to take.
Exactly, yeah. Sorry there's no KO on side. But, you know, we've got PC and Dimmy who are fantastic, so...
Tell you what, Samage, if you want me to do an Irish accent but still have my deep drawl, I can try that for you. See how you like it. See if that does it for you.
Oh dear.
For what? Okay, he's
For
going
only
back. I
£5,
don't like going
I'll
back.
start talking like this about chocolate and wine.
I really don't like going back when, you know, you've got to score as fast as possible. Like, you don't have to score as fast as possible, but you basically have to score as fast as possible, right?
Look, I'm going to justify it on the grounds that he saw a chance of taking out the strength 4, except he didn't really, you know. It's still an armor 8. Your odds, even with Mighty Blow, of getting it down and taking it out. I agree with you, Jimmy. And look, it's allowing the Elves to completely rejig, rethink how they're going to defend it and set up exactly the shape they want.
Yeah, but he's just going to do the lizard thing on sideline cage, isn't he?
I mean, you can, but it's harder, right? When you've got 2 people behind the ball instead of in front of the ball. Like, I think you have to. Yeah, and he got that guy surfed. That might have been a trap surf. I don't know how big the commitment was there, but like, you know, you can break obviously as lizards, but like you want things in front that can break. Like these 2 can't break now, right? If they're out in front, they can be used to break down the sideline, and now they can't.
No, I'm talking about the right sideline, but I guess he's still got that side stuff up.
Yeah, it's like, well, either way, like you just can't use them.
He's just got not enough lizards that have agency, Jim, to risk some, because yes, he's got some strength 4 pieces, but look, Kinroth instantly dropped just a couple of not particularly valuable elves on them, and they're stuck. They can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And remember, all he needs is a sniff of that. It's a strength 2 ball carrier. Any kind of sniff at it, and you fear it's gone.
Oh,
But he's in range.
he's in range.
Well, and if I was him, I'd be looking at score next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah. So obviously, Kinroth
Almost no matter what shape I face, that's what I'd be looking to do, because the longer it goes on, the more chance this all goes wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. You're down players. You've only got one skink. You have to bang it in as fast as you
Well,
can.
once again, my better tackler has been completely sidelined. 2 other Sauruses have been sidelined. One's just been served.
Yeah.
I already don't really have enough resources to keep this ball safe.
Yeah.
Not long term.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was always going to be a score as fast as possible kind of situation.
Yeah. Hence that lovely blodge tackle is right in front of this ball. Blodge step tackle. Literally just trying to close all the holes up again.
Yeah, because he can't afford lateral movement here, can he, to score?
No.
And the Crocs is going to bonehead. So,
Gets the POW. I mean, just need to push anyway because of grab. So yeah, Crocs blitz.
what on the rest?
Probably has to be, doesn't it? Yep.
Hey, hit the sides.
No, he didn't sidestep to the right square.
That seems wrong.
He had to sidestep here, didn't he?
Yeah, surely. Because now it's just a 3+.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas they didn't seem a route up the other flank anywhere near as easily. Oh, but tackle does its job, Jim.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Oh, then maybe, no, I don't know. Maybe if he goes here, and then if you POW and don't follow, you can just go through for free. So I guess he had to sidestep there.
Yeah, okay, yeah, maybe, yeah, maybe
If
so.
you POW, but then he's only 55% of POW. So I think you probably go there and assume that he won't POW. Is maybe better. I don't know. It's tough, isn't it? That's a tough one. Whether there or there is better, I'm not sure. I'm literally not sure which is better.
Scytalen, mate, he was very, very close. So.
Oh, he's rolled a 1.
Oh, he's got no skinks though.
Got nothing to pick it up though, Jim.
Well, he's got a
He's got to
Saurus.
try and pick it up on a Saurus, which, I mean, it can.
In
one
2
in 6,
tackles,
that works.
in 2 tackles.
Still works on the same 6, Dimmy.
Yeah, but then he's got to like
There's
dodge
a point
off.
at which it doesn't get harder anymore. It just is still hard.
He's still got to dodge off afterwards. So
At least
Yeah,
that's what I
dodge it.
told her.
Hey, he's got to dodge it. No, he can blitz.
How do you not sidestep next to the ball there?
he's blitzed the wrong geezer. I guess he just
Just
wants.
gonna put tackle zone on
Oh, I guess because,
there. Go
yes,
for
but
kicks.
if you'd sidestepped next to it, would they have had a blitz that was better? No, I think you should have sidestepped next to it. But anyway, it's all fine.
Game was crazy, wasn't it?
Wow, 3 hours really. That's unbelievable.
Well, this game was 3 hours.
Right, sure.
Wow.
No, fair enough, Kinroth. I mean, it wasn't a bad place to sidestep to. It just, yes, next to the ball was obviously stronger. I was just trying to rethink myself as to whether you were right, because, you know, we do make up as we go along, and you couldn't sound that enough.
Yeah, we barely paid attention to that.
I know. Mostly we just recycle the same 4 or 5 things we say all the time and hope to get away with it.
Yeah. Oh, he's rolled another 1! Oh, but now he's caught it, and there's no skinks to take advantage of it anyway.
Yeah.
Big 6 docs would dodge with the Crocs here.
No, there's Saurus.
Again, everything works on a 6.
Got
Oh no, the
some
Saurus works
It's
on a
just here
5,
for a
that's
free.
better.
No, there's just a Saurus free, look.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And Silly Billy.
And Silly Billy. Yeah, Silly Billy's even better. Oh, double score!
Yeah.
Oh man.
Remember I said everything works on 6s? They don't work on 1s. And you can cover your 1 with a skull, I still know it's a 1.
He has to.
Yeah, me.
Well, he's running out of time to score, but he does have a move 9 sprint guy, so he's just got got plenty of time to make a cage. And
Yeah,
this is over, isn't it? Now? This is
it,
over.
I think.
Yeah. Oh, this is as over as the reign of Her Majesty the Queen.
Oh.
God bless her. Even my brother, who's an arch Republican, speaks well of her. You find that pretty much everyone does, don't you? Even the Republicans. They seem to have respect for the job she did and how she did it.
Well, it's also, she's just an old lady. She's just a nice old lady, wasn't she?
Yeah,
like,
I think that too.
To,
yeah, exactly.
There's no reason to hate on a nice old lady, is there?
Now, you see this a lot. I mean, it's going to be okay, but actually a screen is just as safe. If it's 2 spaces out from your sidestepper on the edge, because there's ways this goes wrong. And
yeah, he should have blitzed from the square below, though, right? Because if he gets the skull,
yeah, it prevents the dodge out. Exactly.
Yeah, he could have made it safe.
I mean, it's fine. It was always going to be safe. I just sometimes think people put that final hit in that isn't always needed, do it elsewhere.
Yeah, the fact there's no rerolls on either side, then yeah, that was probably not the best play. Again, if you want to know what the best play was, you can pay me for coaching, and I'll actually pay attention to the game. Promise. Scouts on it. But for these ones, it's a bit fast, isn't it? It's a bit too.
I mean, it was probably as much about reducing the damage it can do next turn as it was about actually trying to chip it or prevent it doing anything, to be honest. But I'm still not a huge fan of let's attack the biggest scary thing, or sometimes just leave it alone.
Well, that was a proper crank. That was
good game though, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it was. It felt
unlucky
like
Scytalen, whose awful Lizardman team managed to make a go of it.
Yeah.
He was a 1 in 9 away, wasn't he? 1 in 9. That's what? 2.
1 in 9 and then 2 GFIs, but yeah, he got really closer than I would have thought. So yeah, fair play to Scytalen. Commiserations to him. Congratulations to Kinroth. Thank you very much, Purple Chest and Dimmy G. Absolutely glorious, guys.
An honour.
Hello.
No. Thanks. And thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and stay fantastic.